Every single person watching House of the Dragon knew Ulf the White would betray Rhaenyra. The show tells you. A drunk handed a dragon. A commoner handed a knighthood he was mocked for wanting.
Ulf, how will you style yourself?
Targaryen, Your Grace.
Oh, absolutely not.
A man beaten in the street by one prince, and kicked out of a latrine by a lord, and told both times to go fetch his dragon like a dog sent after a stick. You saw the betrayal coming an hour before it happened. So here is the uncomfortable question. If it was that obvious to you, why wasn't it obvious to any of them? Because here's what the finale finally makes undeniable. Nobody in this war was betrayed by Ulf the White. They were betrayed by the exact same mistake. Black and green, queen and lord, all of them. They looked at a man holding the most powerful weapon in the world and saw only the weapon. Here's the version you've been sold. Ulf is a traitor. Greedy, drunk, disloyal. A bad man who took a dragon and sold out his queen for a castle.
Rhaenyra and her ilk regard you only as a tool. Lord of the Tides. What do you think of that?
All of that is true, and all of it misses the point, because when a man burns everyone, the side that recruited him and the side that bought him, the story stops being about which side he chose. He didn't choose a side, he chose fire. Ulf didn't out-scheme anyone, he didn't out-fight anyone. He did something simpler and more damning. He waited until every powerful person in his life had told him, to his face, exactly what they thought he was worth. And then he showed them the price of being right. Ulf the White is a dragon seed, a base-born man of alleged Targaryen blood. Sit with that. A sacred family dragon, bonded to a man the Blacks could barely stand to look at. And nobody on Rhaenyra's side ever reckons with what that means. Because they never saw the rider. They saw the mount. Watch how the show frames the whole muster. Reviewers of the finale kept landing on the same line. The season spent 6 episodes treating dragons as units of force to be counted, and the tragedy is everything that arithmetic misses. On Rhaenyra's rolls, Ulf isn't a subject. He's Silverwing +1, and you don't watch a mount for signs of betrayal. That blindness, the aristocratic reflex that looks at a person and files them under the beast they ride, is the whole trap. And here's the part that makes the finale sing. It isn't Rhaenyra's trap alone. The Greens are about to walk into the exact same one, grinning.
The rogue prince will soon quake before the mighty and terrible Lord Ulf the White!
But wait, the objection. Rhaenyra treated the dragon seeds well. When Adam claimed sea smoke, she ordered a commoner be treated as a guest, over her own council's objections. That's not contempt, that's generosity. It looks like generosity, until you watch when it arrives. She welcomes Adam the moment he claims a dragon, not before. The warmth follows the dragon, not the man.
Do you think you can get him to Dragonstone?
I can try.
Her own dragon keepers resigned over it, accusing her of treating the last magic of old Valyria as playthings for lesser men. The people closest to the dragon saw exactly what she was doing. She was the one who couldn't. And with Ulf, she didn't even manage the courtesy. Banned from the tavern.
Should something befall you or your belly, I suffer the loss of a dragon, and the unity of the realm is threatened. No, you shall frequent taverns no longer.
What?
Denied the holding he'd earned. Knocked down in a public street by Daemon with no answer for it. Knighted Sir Ulf the White, only after she mocked the name he actually wanted.
Ulf, how will you style yourself?
Targaryen, Your Grace.
Oh, absolutely not.
Every gesture said the same thing. You are the dragon's handler. Nothing more. Here is where the finale's whole engine clicks into place. Because the Greens didn't win Ulf with a better cause. They won him by doing one thing the Blacks never did. They treated him like a man worth flattering.
They will laugh at you no more when they see you as you are.
In the penultimate episode, Ormund Hightower climbs Ulf's lonely hillside outside Tumbleton and brings the ale up to him. The same ale Rhaenyra forbade him. He shares a drink. He calls Daemon's beating an intolerable insult, unbefitting a man of Ulf's stature.
Just tell me that Daemon Targaryen struck you. In the street. In front of all the commoners passing by.
And then he makes the offer. Driftmark, the seat of House Velaryon, Lord of the Tides. Feel the difference in a single sentence. Rhaenyra gave Ulf orders, Ormund gave him a title, and treated him for one evening like the lord it named. Except Driftmark was never Ormund's to give. Corlys is alive in a cell. The castle is flattery dressed as a deed, promised to a man Ormund is betting will never check. That's the tell. Ormund isn't honouring Ulf. He's found a more expensive way to lie to him. Same contempt as the Blacks. Better manners. Rhaenyra had that exact currency the whole time. Titles, lands, a single afternoon of dignity. She just never thought to spend it. Ormund spent counterfeit instead. And it worked, because to a man starved of respect, even a fake feast tastes real. Fact, Ormund holds the town. Daemon, Roddy the Ruin's winter wolves, and the Rivermen come to take it. 2 armies, 1 prize, and on a hillside above them, a dragon rider both sides have just finished telling exactly what he's worth. The Blacks marched in, sure the math favoured them. The Greens marched in, sure they'd bought the dragon that tipped it. Neither one was counting the man, and the man had stopped answering to numbers. When the battle turns, Ormund can't find his bought dragon rider.
There is no sign or word of Ulf anywhere. He's deserted.
Ulf is sleeping it off in a latrine. Ormund drags him up, berates him, kicks him, hurls insults.
You may have cost us everything. Now, get back on that beast. And do as you've been told.
Go get your dragon, do what you were told. The lord who promised him a castle the night before treats him, in daylight, exactly the way Daemon did in that flea-bottom street. And that is the moment the whole season has been loading. Because Ulf finally understands the offer. Driftmark was never real. The stature was never real. The instant he's inconvenient, the man who flattered him is kicking him in the dirt like everyone else. 2 princes, 1 lord, the same contempt wearing different clothes. So Ulf gets on Silverwing, and he doesn't pick a side. He burns Daemon's troops first.
There's Ormund's piece on the board.
Perhaps we'll survive the day.
The men he'd sworn to fight beside. Then he turns and burns Tumbleton itself. The Greens who bought him, and Ormund with it. The city falls to Rhaenyra's side. Technically, the Blacks win Tumbleton. But it's the worst kind of victory. A town in ash, an army scorched by the dragon that was supposed to save it, and a queen who won the battle her own recruits set on fire. This is the verdict the show has been building toward, and it's crueler than any clean betrayal. A clean traitor picks the winning side. Ulf couldn't, because both sides had shown him the same face. When every powerful person tells you long enough that you are nothing but the fire you ride, you eventually believe them. And fire doesn't choose loyalty, it just does what it was always warned it would do. They spent a season telling Ulf what he was. In the end, he agreed with them. So here's where all of it lands. Ulf the White was the most predictable traitor of the entire Dance of the Dragons. Everyone saw it coming. The audience. Both armies. History itself. Everyone except the 2 factions counting on him. Because to count on a man, you first have to see one. Rhaenyra never watched Ulf betray her. She watched a number leave her ledger. Ormund never bought Ulf's loyalty. He rented a weapon and forgot weapons don't care who's holding them. And you don't see the fire coming. When you've spent the whole war refusing to look at the man riding it. Subscribe and I'll see you in the dark corner where the real ledger is kept.